Denise, while you were talking, I don't know if you saw that, they busted the windshield on that silver car in the center of the screen there. They were smashing it with a road cone. There was a garbage can being thrown. So this is actually, this is the first damage that we've seen. So this group that moved northbound on Howard Street, there's still a large number of those people that are agitated enough to do this. You can see this is not the kind of stuff that we want to see in Baltimore City, but it's actually happening. They're going to do something to this car. They're probably going to try to roll it over. This is the last thing we wanted to see. Yeah, kind of hard to tell. We're going to come back around here. Now, the interesting thing here is, even with this kind of vandalism going on, the police officers have not moved up here. I think it probably is in their best interest to not try to disrupt this crowd. They're standing their ground a little bit further south of here. So you can see these people are on the top of the car, busting that windshield in. It cannot tell. I do not think that this is a police car or an unmarked police car. I do believe that this is a civilian car. There they go. Now they are attacking a city police car. I got you there. So this is, yeah, this is exactly what we did not want to happen. We're going to stay on this. No, we're actually going to stay on this and watch it and see what happens here. I'm trying to, I got to maintain a circle here, so sometimes the shot doesn't look as good as it does at other times, but we're kind of orbiting around. I'll try to hold it steady for a little bit for you so you can see what's going on. So they did some pretty good damage to all three of those vehicles, it looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if okay, here they come. Police officers are coming, and the crowd is dispersing. So they waited till they had the right time. They the people heard them moving forward, so they must have announced that we're coming, and so that did the trick, got everybody away from these vehicles. But the problem here is you're going to move this that crowd. They're moving northbound on Howard. They're going to go somewhere else. So we will keep an eye on them. The police doing their job, doing exactly what they're trained to do. So the damage is done to those vehicles, but they did disperse that crowd before it was able to get any worse than that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's the entire group of people that is getting a little out of hand. This is at Pratt Street and Howard, just to remind you there. They're not all of the people that are protesting that are together here at this location are interested in doing any kind of damage. Most of them are peaceful. It's just there is a small group of people that appear to be very agitated. They're looking to create some trouble. They, if you just tuned in, they damaged 3 vehicles right here, and this is on the this is a little bit further north of Camden Yards. So Camden Yards was a concern. There are more police officers arriving here. Camden Yards was a concern because of the baseball game tonight. They did manage to disrupt that for a little bit, but now they've moved northbound on Howard Street, and they're at Howard and Pratt, and that's where I would say there's probably about 10 people that were directly involved in damaging a police car, and another looked like a civilian vehicle, and then there was another car that may have been an unmarked police car. So the police officers standing off with the protesters here right now. That is true. It doesn't look like there was anybody in those cars. We haven't seen any of that kind of activity at this point. So the police officers actually ran towards this crowd, moved them away from the car. Now they've taken up a line, and that seems to be the way this is gonna work. As long as the group stays calm and peaceful, then there won't be any need for the cops to move any further towards them. But we cannot hear, obviously, what's happening on the ground, so it's kind of hard to anticipate if this is starting to boil over or if things are calming down. All we can do is watch and see what actually happens. Yes, unfortunately, it is only a small group of people that were involved in damaging those cars. So, like you said, most of the people here have been peaceful all day. This is not at all what the march started out looking like. When they started out, they were very close together, enough people to take up about a block and a half in the city. At one point, as much as 2 blocks in the city, from sidewalk to sidewalk as they walked down the streets. And what they did there, they would stop at intersections, they would block traffic for a short period of time before moving on, and then they did come to Camden Yards and had a peaceful standoff with police, save for one bottle that was thrown. But it was after the rally at City Hall where they came down to Camden Yards, and we were told by one of our reporters on the ground that there was some talk of let's go to Camden Yards. They came here, and there was a bit of a standoff at 2 locations at Camden Yards with some bottle throwing. At one location, which is at a parking lot on the east side of Camden Yards, they threw a barrier and some garbage at the police officers, but then eventually they moved on. There was another confrontation at West Camden and Howard Streets. The police officers took a stand there. Then there was the damage to those cars that you see in the top corner of your screen. But now it does seem as though the ones who were involved in the damage have either settled down or they've left.